Hey guys, Rhett here. What's going on? At my client Chris's first of multiple Section 8 units that he has bought, guys. I want to take you through, this is Chris's first one. He's buying these things like a madman, and he should be, because we are in a great place to do it where you can buy these units for very, very cheap, guys. Chris bought this for $50,000. Rehab here, $57,000. We're taking a two-bedroom house, turning it into a four-bedroom house. You're gonna love it. And guys, Chris has never seen any of his projects. We're working on all of them right now simultaneously. So we have crews at multiple of his projects as we speak. It's a really nice area. This house is really nice too. It is a very, very good condition brick, the entire house on the exterior. We're gonna walk through and talk a little bit about it. We've got guys working in here if it gets a little bit loud, but I wanna tell you a little bit about how we kind of operate, what we think about, and you guys that have been on the channel for a while understand that livability is extremely important to what we do, and making sure that not only the product we deliver is high quality, but making sure that the people that move in can live here for a long period of time. In this project, we've gone back and forth with ideas about how to make it super livable that we'll talk about. So come on in and we'll discuss. Now, when it comes to a project like this, of course, brand new door, but we have a good amount of square footage. And whenever you have a good amount of square footage, you have a lot of options, okay? So this house went through an entire rewire, so it's got brand new electrical, all new switches, outlets, wires, exterior panel, interior panel, new service, everything. So we'll never have to do a thing with electrical. It'll have no maintenance at all when it comes to electrical. And you know, one of the biggest aspects and important pieces of this is understanding your space. So like when you walk in here, we have a small room right off of the front right here. This is just gonna be a sitting room for us. This was an add-on at some point. So this is gonna be a nice little sitting room. This house has a lot of space. And can we make it a 5-bedroom? Yeah, we could have. Could we make it a 6-bedroom? Yes. We're leaving it as a 4 though, because it operates most efficiently as a 4. And when you work with me, that's a huge part of what we do. You and I are gonna dive in, and especially with Chris, and we've had a bunch of meetings, and Chris has flown out to come see me and talk strategy. But it's all about making sure that we can take the right property, get the right ROI on that property, and make sure that it makes sense. And if you guys want to do that, send me an email in the description below. We'll get you started. You never have to come and see these properties. We'll get them up and running. You'll use our construction crews, our property management companies, everything we already have in full vertical integration to make sure that it works well for you. So come on in and we'll talk a little bit more about it. So as you walk in, you'll see originally, this was an original bedroom. So we're putting all new floors in. Floors aren't in yet, obviously. Repainting the entire place. All the electrical, all the new outlets. You can see all the cut holes and where the new wiring is run to before it's all been hooked up. You see all the new outlets that have been added. So outlets will go here as well. And then of course, you see that it's a big bedroom. So pop this door out, put a new door in here too. New light fixtures throughout the whole house as well. So this is bedroom number 1. Now, this is what we've had a lot of discussion about. There is a lot of space in this house, particularly in the rear of the house, to add a lot of bedrooms. So one thing that we do when we come through these houses a lot of times is we'll take spray paint, as you can see, and we'll make spray paint walls and closets and door openings of where we plan on creating that room. So what we'll do is when you spray paint it, you see, okay, if we spray painted it here, potential for a door to open here with a potential closet there, same thing here, right? You have a closet built out here. What about if we did a door or built a wall here with a closet here and a door entry there? And you can see that originally there was a closet built there that someone crossed out and rebuilt the closet here. So that's super helpful to us, because what it does is it allows us to feel what that flow is going to be. And when you walk into a house, can you visualize it? Sure. But when it's written down on the floor, it's easier for you to visualize because you can conceptualize the space a little bit better. So that's something that we do in a lot of houses now. Sometimes you don't really see that because a lot of times during the walkthroughs, you'll have areas where, you know, a wall's already up, or it's in a situation where we're past that point. It might already have the new flooring. So you don't always see it, but it's something that we do that's very, very beneficial to us. Now behind you, you have bedroom number 2. So bedroom number 2 in here, good sized bedroom. Everything looks really good in here. They're finishing up the paint in here right now. So we're gonna let them work. But anyway, what we realized was this is not a great layout. As soon as you draw it up, you say, okay, well, this doesn't make much sense. You walk in, you've got bedroom, 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 bedroom. You feel like you're in a hotel. So what we decided to do was we wanted to utilize space at the front of the house. We know that we have good space here. One thing I don't love to do, if I have the opportunity to build a wall immediately upon entry or build a wall in this secondary living room, I like building it immediately upon entry, because if you have a secondary room that leads into a kitchen, you'll get a lot more use out of it versus having a living room here and then a wall. You gotta walk past the bedroom to get into the kitchen. Versus if you're watching a game and you're sitting in the living room, it's just easier to get up and walk in your kitchen to grab a bag of chips or some dip, right? So what we'll do, we'll keep the wall right here. This is gonna be our 3rd bedroom. So you have bedroom behind you that we went in, bedroom where they're painting, and a bedroom right here immediately on your left. This is our 3rd bedroom. Now, you'll walk down the hallway, you'll come into the living room. So a wall will be built here, and you'll have, this will be a nice big living room, okay? You'll have a good living space in here. And then off of this living space, you have the bathroom. So you also have another entry into your bedroom. So this was bedroom 2 that we saw. Now you can see this was originally an outlet built in this door trim, which is terrible. So they got rid of that, and during the rewire phase, they rebuilt the outlet right there, okay? As we continue onward, that's an old closet, but obviously that'll be cleaned up, holy crap. And then we have a bathroom. This whole thing's getting torn out and redone completely. That is just terrible. So that whole thing will get torn out and redone. Now, as we move through, we enter the kitchen. Now, one of the issues with having a living room that is on the smaller side, which this is, and then a kitchen that's small like this, you've got no place to eat, because you don't want to have a living room that isn't big enough for a dining room table. So you have a kitchen. We're doing a ton of work in this kitchen, all right? But off of the kitchen, you have your, what was going to be at one point, maybe it was a den or something like this. I'm not really sure. We're gonna turn this into a big, really nice dining room. So it's gonna be a nice dining room off of the kitchen. So now you have your living room, your kitchen, your dining room. You have a nice big place to eat. You've got everything you need to do. We're gonna build a laundry closet in here as well, because when we redid it and rewired the electrical, we had to move the laundry hookups, which were originally in this room. Now this room, it's a good sized room. We're gonna turn this into bedroom number 4. So now, bedroom number 4 will be off the dining room. It's secluded, it's by itself, it's great. We're gonna take the laundry hookups that were in here originally, we're gonna flip those, move them, we're gonna move the plumbing over to that wall and move it along. As you guys can see, the flooring here is terrible, it's sheet flooring. So all this stuff's coming up, brand new LVP. You've got rotted doors, and then the beautiful thing is, you've got a bathroom. So one part about this is now you have an ensuite bathroom in the master, which is just fantastic. So, and I say master, it's not really the master, but it helps having that right there. So that is the layout that I think is the most functional for the space. I think that is what makes the most sense. And when we walk these projects, you know, we'll walk them and talk about it and discuss and think about it. And then a day later, we'll be like, you know what? I was thinking about that. Let's change it up. Let's do this, which is great. And you get that when you have a team that's always on the same page, because everybody on our teams understand it's not about just this project. It's not about just getting it done and moving on to the next one. It's absolutely not that, because our clients stay with us for a very long period of time. It's about care, it's about attention, it's about tenant staying for a long period of time. We don't want people coming in and out, in and out, in and out. More turnover hurts us. So Could we have turned this into a 6-bedroom house? Absolutely. Is someone probably gonna move in and move out after a year and a half? Yeah, they are, because there's not enough space. The space stinks. So now what we've done, we've created a layout that is going to work, that's going to hold a tenant for a very long period of time. Chris bought a house in a great part of town that's gonna continue to appreciate, and rent here is gonna be fantastic. So I'm really excited for him. And guys, this is not hard to do with the right people. With the wrong people, you're gonna get killed. Please don't do it. With the right teams, it's easy as can be. If you guys wanna get started, send me an email in the description below. We'll get you started, and we'll see you next time.